Welcome back to our channel. Wonder if you're hitting all the right notes with her when she does this? It's an undeniable signal that you're her dream guy. We're breaking down these signs in today's episode, giving you the insights needed to recognize and respond to her genuine admiration and desire. 1. She goes out of her way. 4. You picture this. You're swamped with work, drowning in deadlines, and suddenly she appears like a caffeinated angel with your favorite latte. That's not just kindness, my friend. That's a sign when a woman goes out of her way for you. She's basically screaming, "Hey, I think you're pretty special," without actually saying it. It's not just about grand gestures, though. Maybe she remembers you mentioned a book you wanted to read and surprise. She just happened to pick up a copy for you. Or perhaps she offers to drive you to the airport at an ungodly hour when Uber prices are through the roof. These little acts of thoughtfulness add up, and they're not just random. She's investing her time and energy in making your life easier or better. Why? Because in her mind, you're worth it. So next time she goes the extra mile, take note. It might just be her way of saying you're her dream guy in actions, if not in words. 2. She displays nervous excitement. Ever notice how she suddenly becomes a fumbling, adorable mess when you're around 1 minute? She's cool as a cucumber. The next, she's giggling at your lame jokes and tripping over her words. Congratulations, Romeo. You've got her nervous system doing the cha. This isn't your average run-of-the-mill nervousness. We're talking about that delicious cocktail of nerves and excitement that makes her cheeks flush and her heart race. She might play with her hair, fidget with her jewelry, or suddenly forget how to form coherent sentences. It's like watching a rom-com in real life, and you're the leading man. But why does this happen? Simple. You matter to her a lot. Your presence short circuits her usually cool demeanor because she's hyper-aware of every little thing she says or does around you. She wants to impress. You make you laugh, and generally not make a fool of herself, which ironically often leads to exactly that. So next time you notice her stumbling over her words or laughing a bit too hard at your jokes, take it as a compliment. You're not just on her mind, you're practically rewiring her brain. 3. She sacrifices her time for you. Let's face it, guys. In today's world, time is the ultimate currency. We're all juggling a million things, from work to social lives to that Netflix series we swore we'd finish someday. So when a woman starts clearing her schedule faster than you can say, "Date night, pay attention," maybe she's suddenly available for that impromptu coffee break, even though you know she's got a mountain of work on her desk. Or perhaps she's skipping her sacred girl's night nurse, you through a bad cold heck. She might even be using her precious vacation days to join you on that business trip you couldn't reschedule. These aren't just random coincidences. They're choices that scream, "You're a priority in my life." She's essentially telling you without words that you're more important than her other commitments. And in a world where everyone's fighting for a slice of our time, that's a pretty big deal. So the next time she magically frees up her schedule for you, remember, you're not just an option on her calendar. You're the main event for. She value your opinion. All right, gents, pop quiz. When was the last time someone asked for your opinion on something truly important? If you're scratching your head, don't worry. But if there's a special lady in your life who's constantly seeking your sage advice, you might just be her go-to guru. We're not talking about asking whether her outfit looks good, though that's nice too. We're talking big stuff, career moves, family dilemmas, life-changing decisions. When she comes to you with these heavy hitters, it's not just idle chit-chat. She values your insight, your perspective, your wisdom in her eyes. You're not just a pretty face, you're a trusted confidant, but it doesn't stop at asking. Watch how she reacts to your advice. Does she actually consider it? Maybe even act on it? That's the real kicker it shows. She's not just humoring you. She genuinely respects what you have to say. So next time she's facing a crossroads and turns to you for guidance, Remember, in her world, your opinion isn't just appreciated, it's essential. You're not just her dream guy, you're her dream team. Liking what you're hearing, hit the like button and drop a comment. And if you're curious about taking your dating skills further, our free 60-minute strategy call can help you learn to meet more women and date with confidence. Click on the link in the pinned comment to find out more. 5. She constantly talks about you. Ever heard the phrase out of sight, out of mind? Well, when it comes to you, she's flipped the script. It's more like out of sight. Can't stop talking about you. If your name is popping up in her conversations more often than pumpkin spice and fall, you've hit the jackpot, my friend. Maybe your mutual UAL friends are giving you knowing looks, or her co-workers already feel like they know you. Heck, her mom might even ask about you before saying hello to her own daughter. This isn't just casual name-dropping, it's a full-on PR campaign and you're the star. But why does she do this? Simple. You're occupying prime real estate in her thoughts. Whether she's sharing a funny story about you, mentioning your latest achievement, or just casually working your name into unrelated topics, it all points to one thing: you're a big deal in her world. So next time you hear that you've been the topic of conversation when you weren't even there, take it as a compliment in her highlight reel of life. You're featured front and center. 6. She celebrates your successes. Picture this: you've just landed that promotion, nailed that presentation, or finally mastered that tricky recipe. Who's the first person you want to tell? If there's a special lady in your life who's not just happy for you, but downright ecstatic, you've struck gold. My friend, we're talking about more than just a quick congrats text. This is full-on champagne-popping, happy dance-inducing celebration. She's bragging about you to anyone who will listen, planning surprise parties, or showing up at your door with your favorite takeout to commemorate the occasion. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the big wins. She's there cheering you on for the small victories. To finally fix that leaky faucet, she's impressed, managed to parallel park on the first try. She's beaming with pride. Her joy in your successes, big or small, shows that she's invested in your happiness and growth. It's not just your win, it's hers too. So the next time she's doing a victory lap for your achievements, remember, in her eyes, your success is the best kind of shared success. You're not just winning at life, you're winning her heart. 7. She seeks comfort in you. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and when the storm clouds roll in, pay attention to who she runs to for shelter. If it's you she's seeking out in her darkest hours, congratulations, you've just been promoted to her personal safe haven. We're not just talking about the big life-altering crises here. Sure, if her cat dies or she loses her job, you're the first one she calls. But it's also about the smaller, everyday blues. Had a rough day at work. She's texting you for a pep talk, feeling under the weather. She wants you to bring her soup in cuddles. This isn't just about you being convenient or available. It's about trust, comfort, and vulnerability. When she turns to you in these moments, she's essentially saying, "You're my rock. I feel safe with you." She's showing you her unguarded, unfiltered self, a privilege not everyone gets. So the next time she reaches out to you when she's down, remember, you're not just a shoulder to cry on. You're her anchor in the storm, her comfort in the chaos, and in her book, that makes you pretty darn dreamy. 8. She is herself around you. All right, gentlemen, it's time for some real talk in a world of Instagram filters and carefully curated online personas. Finding someone who's genuinely themselves around you is rarer than a unicorn riding a rainbow. So if you've got a lady who's comfortable enough to let her true colors shine around you, consider yourself lucky. We're talking about the full spectrum here. She's not AF, afraid to rock bedhead and morning breath in your presence. She'll snort, laugh at your jokes without covering her mouth. Heck, she might even feel comfortable enough to debate you on topics she's passionate about without fear of judgment. But it's not just about being comfortable in her own skin. It's about trust. by showing you her authentic self, quirks, flaws, and all. She's essentially saying, "This is me, take it or leave it." And guess what? She's hoping you'll take it. So the next time she lets her guard down and shows you the real, her unfiltered and unedited, remember, you're not just seeing her true self, you're seeing how much she trusts and values you in her eyes. You're not just dream guy material, you're real-life authentic connection, Gold 9. She mentions long-term commitment. Hold on to your hats, boys, because we're entering the big leagues now. If she's dropping hints about the future faster than a meteorologist predicts rain, you're not just in the game, you're winning it. Listen closely. Is she casually mentioning our future house or when we have kids? Maybe she's jokingly planning your retirement in Bali or suggesting couples' Halloween costumes for next year. These aren't just idle daydreams, they're trial balloons to see how you react. But it's not always about grand lifelong plans. Sometimes it's as simple as including you in her plans for next month's family gathering or asking your opinion on her 5-year career goals. The key here is that she's weaving you into the fabric of her future, both immediate and long-term. Why does this matter? Because in her mind, you're not just a current chapter, you're part of the whole damn book. She's essentially saying, "I like where this is going, and I want to keep going with you." So the next time she starts talking about we instead of me, or planning for a future that includes you, take note. You're not just her dream guy for now, you're her dream guy for keeps. And there you have it. 9 unmistakable signs you're her dream man. So what's next for you? Discover the signs she's just pretending not to like you. Or Leah, how to recognize intense sexual chemistry. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.